It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light, it was the season of darkness, it was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair. Oh, it was a tale of two builds. One so honest it's stupid, and one so stupid that it's, well, it's not honest. It's just, one's using the lucerne. The lucerne, one of my favorite weapons. Of course, in this game, it does not do, thrust damage, or so I've been told. However, I've put it upon a thrust build, and I've given it an Ash of War that has thrust upon it. I've thrust upon it a thrusting, Ash of War. Yes, indeed. And because of this, I have now thrusting lucerne, as well as a short sword. But enough of that. Now we talk about the gross build. This is absolutely disgusting. I do not like what I'm seeing here. It's making me sick to my stomach. I wish that I were dead when I watch this. I see this, and I say to myself, who could ever do this? Who could do this? Who would want to watch? Who's seeing this? What can we do? What can be done? I ask myself, as I see this, and I look upon it, and I just am in despair, absolutely beside myself with grief. Now, of course, we come back to this, and as I put my eyes upon it, and witness the events of the thing playing out in a linear fashion, I begin to feel hope swell up in my heart, the sort of belief in the divine creator, and not just the creator, but also the plan at which the creator had given us. I see this build, and I see a beautiful build, and I see beautiful people rising from the meta, and I see the lives for which I lay down my life, peaceful, useful, prosperous, and happy. I see that I hold a sanctuary in their hearts, and in the hearts of their descendants, generations hence. It is a far, far better thing that I do than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known when I see what is happening here in front of me. With this lucerne and with this short sword. The short sword, of course, bringing us thrusting attacks, and of course, having the spinning slash Ash of War upon it at the moment, which does not thrust, of course, but it does so much good thrusting that perhaps it needs the tail of a slash. Yes, quite. Just watch here. You can just enjoy this. Just enjoy what you're seeing. Just look upon it, visualize it, witness what is happening, and enjoy it, and say to yourself that this is good, and this is what we have wanted, and this is the thing that we, of course, like to see. We love to see this, and to watch it, and to experience it, and to see thriving in honesty and virtue, to see that. And then, of course, we return to this, which I hate. This is hell. This is what they will show me when I pass over and I rise into the clouds, and St. Peter looks at me and he vomits and shits. He starts shitting and puking, and he's shit puking, and puke and shit are coming out of him from every orifice. And Peter says, I cannot believe that this devil has the audacity to show itself here. We look upon this, and we retch, and we hate it, and we know that we stand before an empty heaven. There is no God that could allow what you have done with this. Why are you like this? Why did you do this? Why? And they hate me, and they spit upon me. And they hate with their hearts. But then, of course, we return to this, and the thing that we see, and we're watching it, and we look upon it, and we see in it an honestness, and we see inside of its heart, and we see love, and we see compassion, and we see the thing that makes us feel and want to be, and of course, to continue on, the thing that gives us strength to believe in
the ideals and the values of humanity, and what that means to be a human person, to witness in a video game people, and knowing in your heart and in your mind with 100% of your brain pumping and firing. And they say that this idea has been incubated. We've put it, swaddled it in the finest cloth and placed it in a warming chamber so that it might thrive and grow and become big and continue to spread, so that there can be more of this that we see, and to know that in our lives, the decisions that we had made, every one of them had led every person involved in the thing that we look at, that we visualize with our eyes, and then it's sent to the brain where it is comprehended. And we are so close to not being able to even comprehend and see how pure this thing it was and that it is, but to know that is where we belonged, where we had chosen to be, via the actions and the choices that we had made, this decision to exist and to just breathe and feel, and to know that this is where we were. To see this makes us happy, to feel joy inside of our hearts, and to dance and to sing and to shake hands at the fish market, and to smell the newspapers, and to just pick them up, just pick up those fish and just shake that big dead fish, and to know that you were going to eat it with people, with other mouths, with teeth inside of that very mouth, to know that they would experience the flesh of fish with you in camaraderie, in fellowship, to know that this was the purity and the thing that we liked and is good, and not the other thing which was bad, which we do not want to look upon that thing. But it did exist, it was a thing, so too was the other, and now here we are, arriving at the climax, at the conclusion, at the thought of a new prayer to say to our Father, our Heavenly Father, who exists in the realms beyond, to know we have done the right thing with the lucerne, and to get on the elevator and to be hoisted high into the heavens against a demon, as he looks down at us and he says, "Now, why don't you play with some of that carry and slice or catch flame? Keep doing that, keep doing..." "No, demon, no! I will not. I will accept my better nature, and I will fight against the moon veils and the wizards of the level night, because in my heart all there is good and honest fish shaking."